For the past 10 years, there's one community that's been leading the way with a holistic approach to community economic development and sustainability planning. The T-Sou-ke First Nation is small but mighty. Under the visionary leadership of Chief Gordon Planis, the T-Sou-ke community this T-Sou-ke community is remarkable. They have achieved international recognition for becoming one of Canada's first solar cities, providing employment, food, and commercial food growing operations for the T-Sou-ke First Nations, creating a one planet community that is allowing them to have economic development on their terms. In the past 6 months, some new and exciting plans have emerged, and Larissa Stendie, a consultant and researcher with Cleantech Community Gateway, who is working with the T-Sou-ke Centre for Sustainability, Housing and Innovation, will share with us her involvement in this new phase of community stewardship that takes the wisdom of Indigenous knowledge and expands it using technology and innovative partnerships. Welcome, Larissa.
Thanks.
What kind of innovative technology and partners are you working with or planning to work with, and how does this address the creation of a one planet community?
Well, as we know, housing is in crisis, particularly in First Nations communities around the country. A recent stat that I heard was that there are more than 200,000 houses that need to be replaced right now in communities. So the T-Sou-ke Centre for Sustainability builds on this innovation that Chief Planis has had for a long time around sustainability and comprehensive community planning. What this is a affordable, high-performance, culturally and climatically appropriate housing program. And we are approaching this with a two-eyed seeing methodology, kind of like you described there, where we take the wisdom of First Nations traditional knowledge, which embodies all of these different principles of one planet living for thousands of years. And we combine it with the best that modern technology has to offer in terms of renewable energy and green building principles. So it was kind of a treat to get to go after Jack, who's been a pioneer in this space for a long time. We work really closely with UVic Civil Engineering right now, and we're working with a number of different other partners to decide which are the most appropriate for the communities that we work with, both in T-Sou-ke and looking at other communities as well.
I know many people have had tours of the T-Sou-ke First Nations solar operations and their wasabi growing. Mm-hmm. It is really impressive. I know there's many benefits to the community. Did you want to cite a few more?
Well, we actually do believe that social innovation has to come before technological innovation, and Cleantech Community Gateway is unique because we are a non-profit consultancy. We reject the colonial approach that has genuinely driven a lot of resources out of community historically, and so we really believe in a solutions-based bottom-up approach that's community-centered and driven based on needs assessments and planning. And there are tons of opportunities on reserve, but that inbuilt capacity needs to be developed. And so our approach is about embedding that and working with nations to see what skills can be developed, what financial knowledge, what further management. And again, as I said, you know, we want to make sure that people see themselves in these projects, because that's how you embed real long-lasting sustainability.
And so your funding, is it coming from the government, or where does it come from?
We had an initial exploratory grant from BC Housing, and now we have a little bit longer term planning and relationship building funding with the Vancouver Foundation and the Real Estate Foundation. So we're always looking for more funding to further expand this, particularly as we move into sort of the capital building phase with a number of these projects, but yeah.
Sounds like there's a lot of opportunity for the T-Sou-ke First Nation to expand this. Where's that down the road?
Well, it is part of the design of the whole program that we want to work with 2 other communities around the province. The idea is that, you know, we want to make sure that these are models that can be adapted to different climates and different cultures, and so we want to make sure that we are finding ways to embed that within the design from the day one. Also, you know, obviously many of our partners that we're working with are deeply concerned with the affordable housing crisis faced in all our cities across the nation, and so we're always looking to see how we can continue to contribute to solutions to that.
Oh, it's so exciting that you're involved with this project. You're a dynamo, and all our best to T-Sou-ke Nation.
Thank you
so
very
much. Take care.